back to our regularly scheduled programming of Thursday Champs Challenge. I'm here with the always beautiful, always lovely Simon, CJ, and Shadim. And we didn't play last week, so I'm kind of wondering what you guys remember. Because I remember everything, that you know for sure. But I'd like to just evaluate, maybe test you guys on your knowledge. So
the army gave me 10,000 gold for my exceptional planning and mission statement.
I don't remember that.
We
That checks.
gained a full airship,
Yeah.
that we now have right to fly whenever we want.
That's true. That's true.
My body rejected the poison on its own, so that's dealt with.
You're not standing outside a healer's hut as we squeak.
No, we actually synthesized an antidote from his blood, so Mal doesn't even matter anymore.
We've solved the whole crisis already.
It's a Mal cure-all, actually.
It's penicillin.
For Mal.
Yeah.
We're just injecting it into the world. It's beautiful.
Yeah, got some penicillin.
You haven't discovered that little thing yet.
Right.
Two truths and a lie, I guess.
I guess so.
Is the lie that we have to lead troops back to the mountain after we failed our mission so spectacularly?
Yeah.
Yes, you did flee a little bit, I guess,
prematurely,
sooner than your commanding officers, Vodos and Theodorus. What is it? Theo Cranor. Yeah. Lazam too, but Lazam, like you said yourself.
Less important.
Most important is Vodos is disappointed. Theo's less disappointed, but also kind of just like curious now. He seemed curious when you spoke to him last about what could have happened to Ruckus. It seems a little unbelievable that he would have taken this turn and attacked you guys. It seems like they don't understand why you didn't stick around to help save him.
I think we need those little shoulder cameras the police have that we can just record
body cam
everything that's happening to us, and so we can just be look, you don't believe us? Look at this. It might show bad things, but
a magical GoPro. And what else? What else did you guys get up to?
Had some reports. We escaped, yes. Mm-hmm. Hopefully brought back the ship and collected my money, routine things.
To be seen.
Yeah, that's
absolutely to be seen.
Yeah, it's currently happening. In transit towards its destination. But in good hands. Just like, Aditya Kumbo is with Venu.
Oh, God.
Being dragged to the healer's hut to attempt to well, I guess.
Yes, the healer who I named something. I named the healer something. Does anybody remember that healer's name?
Something?
Yagmani? I wrote Healing Hut Yagmani.
Yagmani. That's right. Yagmani.
Man's writing it down right now.
Put this away. My carving knife. As I carve it into the desk. Whittle. Yeah. So you are now in front of Yagmani. Ura and Rexford. Where are you guys?
I think we're still at the iron, the Hardline fortress.
Mm-hmm.
We hadn't left yet, or we were about to leave to go meet up with the others. After, I was doing the report that I needed to do.
Yes, and eating on the go.
And handed it in, and then we left.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we couldn't leave. We have no means of leaving this place.
We have our legs. We can walk.
Down this mountain, it was so crazy to get there the first time. I feel like we only got there because of Brobot, so we're kind of stuck here.
Commandeer, they've made their way up to this fortress, so there has to be a way down the fortress as well. We can talk to the guards. We can see how they bring back and forth patrols.
And Brobot. Is not prepared yet. So Brobot is flying the Zeppelin.
Robot should be prepared. Robot is speaking.
There.
Ooh.
Okay.
Our
Thanks.
favorite
Settings.
The broliness.
Hi, what's up?
What do you remember you were doing last?
Robot is piloting the ship.
Absolutely. And where are you going? You've just dropped off your companions, Venue and Adete in the Grove.
Hardline Keep is where I say I have in my notes.
Hardline Keep is where you guys originally flew, and you dropped off Rex. Well, everybody kind of like disembarked and spoke to Vodos. You left Ura and Rexford behind, and you were on your way to the Grove to deliver the two remaining partners, like I said, Adete Okumbo and Venue, to the healer's hut in the Grove, but you had no place to park, so I think the idea was for you to just go and deliver the Zeppelin back to Costafer, or the Jackdaw, as he likes to call himself, to get Rexford's money back.
That's important. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That security deposit.
It's a hefty one.
So let's start with you, Brobot, as you're flying back to the Archmage's Academy district.
I'm sure he's confused as to, well, fail our mission. He doesn't like that. So I guess he'd have a larger desire to redeem himself, maybe.
Okay. So is Brobot like talking himself up while he's flying to the
It's probably flying and like internally, like, I don't know, internally talking to, you know, just like inner monologue via robot.
I love that. Just zeros and ones.
Yeah. Beep, pop, boop, boop, beep, pop, pop.
Just thinking in binary. Well, as you approach the Archmage's Academy, all of a sudden a voice is going to kind of like ring throughout the cockpit. Aircraft on approach. Aircraft on approach. State your business.
I'm just flying.
So roll me your vehicle check really quick, just to see if you know where this is coming from.
Is the vehicle the same as, does Robot have those pluses?
Yeah, it's your vehicle check. It's like your flying check.
That's a 20 with proficiency. D20 with proficiency, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
right.
well, so I'm gonna roll my 20.
Then communications.
16.
Yeah, so you know that it's coming from your loudspeakers that are like throughout the cockpit of the ship and the hold of the ship. And so it's kind of, you're alone in here, so it's like ringing out. But there's a switch that you can flip that will allow you to respond.
Okay.
And the voice will go on saying, "This is the Academy Magistrate. You are an unregistered vehicle. State your business."
Oh, I need to really quickly check my backstory just to see my dude's name.
100%.
But I'll just. Well, do I know Brobot? I might know Brobot just for Brobot.
It's unlikely that they would know Brobot just by Brobot.
Brobot has a name? The reveal?
I'm sorry. I'm reading my backstory to see if I can just. I know he's here. He was a grand mage.
Oh, you mean not doohickey, but
No, grand mage widget. That's my guy. Isn't that my dad?
Basically, yeah. For all intents and purposes, you consider him your father. His name is Widget. Yeah, Grand Mage Widget. He's no longer with us. You're also you can note that you are a private in the new Roan militia.
Yeah, but we're here. We're here on Rexford's accord, but they don't have to know that.
I don't know. What do you want to tell them?
Oh, okay. So Brobot will just immediately, I guess, flip the switch and be like, "This is Brobot, entity created by Grand Mage Widget, also recently a private in the new Rowan militia. We are here to conduct business, blah blah blah, all these things, and I am super official. Yes, we request the ability to land.
You'll be escorted to landing bay 3 by 2 magistrates. And you can see in your viewport 2 kind of like uniformed officials that you know to be like the magistrate, which is basically the police of the Archmages Academy. And it was the district's kind of defense force, because there was the linesman, which is the overall guard of the city, the main army of the city, and then each district had their own kind of like armed forces. So the magistrates have now become basically policemen. But these 2 beings appear on brooms, and they're kind of like flying and escorting you down. And just roll me a quick vehicle check to see how smoothly you land.
Oh, not well.
How not well?
That's a nat 1.
A nat 1? But it's a skill check, so what are your bonuses?
+3, so it's a 4.
Okay. So you are very nervous. You know, like you're feeling like, first of all, you've never entered, you rarely go to the Archmages Academy anymore since the destruction of Pool. It's not something that happens quite often. It's kind of like a more prestigious place, but you'd go there on business from time to time, but you've never entered the city like piloting a vehicle like this. And you've never entered escorted and been like kind of like questioned so officially by like stern sounding people. So you're a little nervous and you kind of like crash land, but like not you don't damage the ship other than aesthetically. But basically you kind of like land roughly and scratch the whole underside of the ship and kind of like the landing pads. Look at Rexford. He's fucking he's so upset.
That was there from the get-go.
That was definitely there on the walkabout.
Yeah, just doctor the images you took.
Fine.
There goes your deposit.
How much was that deposit there?
There goes the place that everybody lives, actually.
I'm evicting you all and raising the rent.
No!
I literally cannot afford it anymore. So
how much would you be losing in this case?
I don't even want to talk about it.
At all.
Yeah.
Come on. Tell the world.
Over 50% of it, definitely. That's all I'll say.
That's all you'll say.
On the day.
Yeah. And basically the more guards are around, more of these magistrates are at the landing pad, and they kind of like rush over and they're waiting for you, Robot.
I think Robot will just follow them to land.
Yeah, you're landing.
As best as possible. Oh, we've done the landing, and now we...
Yeah, you kind of like crash landed is what I said. You scraped up the bottom of the Zeppelin. but not in a way that's like damaged the ship in any functionality, just kind of like scratches.
It just looks sad. Oh, I understand now.
Yeah, and now outside, the magistrates that were following you on their broomsticks, they've landed and they're waiting for you, along with other magistrates who kind of rushed over when you crashed.
And Robot will just look at everyone who's still, obviously perfectly fine because I landed well enough, and just be like, "Are we prepared to?" I guess I'll just like gesture. Meet the magistrates.
Who are you gesturing to? You're alone in the ship.
Oh shit! Just kidding. Sorry, I'm multitasking.
Because you dropped everybody off.
Get it still.
Everybody? I thought it was just 2 people.
Ura,
Are we ready to meet?
I'm glitching, obviously.
Okay, Ura and Rexford, they stayed at the hard. Like your memory just comes back. Ura and Rexford, they stayed at the Hardline Keep to give a more thorough report to Vodos, your commanding officer, and Ura's older sister.
We weren't allowed to leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of you were dismissed. And then you dropped off Venu and Adete Okumbo at a healer's hut in the Grove so that he could get the bite fixed on his arm.
I have this weird memory that someone jumped out of the fucking Zeppelin.
They did.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier, you couldn't land. You had no way to land.
Okay, well then Robot's just gonna walk out and be like, the rest of my party decided to wait behind, and I am here to await like their return. And like he's just gonna walk out there and just be like, "Hello."
Beautiful.
And essentially do that.
So one of the kind of more commanding, he has a slightly different kind of robe. The other ones are wearing like blue robes with like this red trim, and his robes are black with red trim. And he comes up to you and he says, "What is the meaning of this?"
The meaning of what?
This unlicensed contraption flying through our airspace. We clocked it as it left. Now you come back here in such a manner. What is your reason for being here?
It is an airship, and I was using it to transport my friends and I to and from our quests and delegations, and they decided to stay behind. I used it to finish my delivery of myself to this location.
What mission could you possibly be on that I do not know about when it is involved flying such a contraption through my airspace?
About the table, I don't remember if I'm supposed to talk about Ruck, but we went to go. Yeah, that was like the whole thing, right? We're supposed to go get Ruck.
You were supposed to go get Ruckus P.
Yeah. So
nobody said it was a secret. It was never told to but I guess it's not necessarily common to just talk about your missions, but like I said, this is not necessarily a secret. Like Ruckus isn't going to be kept a secret when he's brought back. So there's nothing that you think like necessarily holding you back from saying it, but I don't know if that's something that you would want to do.
I mean, I can just say that we were fighting many ghouls up in the mountains, and we came to get aid.
You came to get what?
Aid.
You're fighting ghouls in the mountains.
Correct. And a polar bear.
As you think about the ghouls in the mountains, can you just roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Saving throw? Yes.
Excuse me.
16.
Oh, beautiful. You get a flash of like all of a sudden like you're not seeing these people before you. You get like this flash and you see kind of like this like green fluid, and then you flash back to where you are.
Do they feel any different or?
No. They're still looking at you questioningly. And where did you procure such a vehicle?
In town? Hold on, I have the name.
Searching data logs.
Searching the boop, boop, boop. I am. You can see his little eyes going. Yeah.
The loading, just yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the name? Give me the name. I remember being his name is fucking weird.
His name is Christopher Ironbeak. And his business is called the Jackdaws, and he calls himself the Jackdaw.
That one, all that. They just like this. He has the business card. Didn't Robot put the card into the passport? I'm pretty sure he did. So I will provide that. Here's my arm, sir. Hologram in your face.
And you project the business card. He kind of like stands, like kind of like is surprised by this, shakes his head. Christopher Ironbeak. He always does this. I put it aside for too long. No registration on these vehicles. And he takes out this kind of like notepad and he starts writing this down. He rips it off. And he gives it, and he like kind of slaps on your chest. You give this to Christopher. Tell that freaking jackdaw to stay out of my skies unless he wants these vehicles registered and goes through the proper permits necessary.
And Robot will nod, salute, and be like, "Quest received. Delivery in progress."
That's so good.
They walk off, and he kind of like takes everybody and storms off. And he goes, "By the way, there's a 10 gold docking fee that you're supposed to settle before you depart."
Robot has gold. I guess I'll pay it. I guess, yeah. Robot is going to flick it. I'm going to make it, I was going to have him shoot it out of his hand really cool. I don't think 10 gold coins flying at the speed of light is going to be a good idea, so I guess.
I would assume, too, that's my gold. Do I take
it is my allowance.
Okay. Beautiful.
You
couldn't touch my gold. My gold is your gold.
Robot has 1,000 gold in all caps and bold.
Yeah. You do have unfettered access to my gold, though. So.
Oh, thank you.
By all means.
So yeah, Robot is just gonna let it like roll down his forearm, and it'll just like collect his hand, and just like.
Perfect.
Yeah, like literally like a change machine.
He pockets it and then like nods to a guard. Another magistrate who writes something else down on their own little notepad, and then everybody seems to disperse and go about their business.
I guess Robot will get back in the vehicle and try to pick up his friend so he can deliver this thing to.
Well, you're in the district. You just dropped your friends off at other places. Now you're in the district where you're supposed to deliver this ship.
Oh, cool. Then Robot's going.
Okay, so you head off. You know the way. It's marked in your the area is marked in your map. So you know the way to Christopher's. So you're gonna start heading down. You can just walk over because you don't necessarily know how to get back into Christopher's. So you just kind of like are you gonna walk over? Or are you gonna try and fly over?
I'll walk over.
Okay. So as we walk over, I'm going to quickly go to my friend Adete Okumbo.
Yes. Please. Oh, wait, no. There was an old lady in front of me. I won't be knocking on her head.
Yes. An old lady who's got a very, very long, crooked nose. And she's got like kind of like pale blue skin and green eyes. And a hood. And a tutu.
Ooh.
Hello?
Oh!
What do you need more?
I'm looking for a healer. If you know of one, please, quickly.
Yes. That's me. I'm old Yagmani.
Did not say old.
He was just pissed.
What? Were you told of my arrival? My name is Aditya Kumbo. I was bitten by a green school.
Go bad, eh? Come on over in my waters. Come this way.
Your waters?
My waters. Come this way. Come put a hook in me.
What?
Come.
Do I see water anywhere?
No, she walks over towards the door of her hut.
Oh, God.
Like my tutu?
No.
Do you see me?
Yes. What?
Come on now. And she walks into her hut.
I'll follow her. Come on, Rexford. Come on, Venu.
Ura's with you, not Rexford. No, Venu's
Venu. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You turn and look for Venu.
Oh,
and
no.
he's gone.
Of course.
And as you see that he's gone, roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, shit. I have a feeling I'm going to see something green. In a second.
Bring out the real dice.
8.
Nothing happens. So never mind.
It could be good or bad.
It's true. It's true.
No time for this. I'll just go in. And I won't, like, if I can leave the door a little open, I will. Unless it's like, it's just so heavy that it slams shut.
No, you can leave the door open. You walk in. Inside you see, like, it looks like it's a cave. And there's, like, kind of like pools of water. And there's, like, an easel in the corner and, like, a bed and, like, a table as well. And a bar.
Where is the waters you speak of?
There's nobody around.
Hello? Oh my God.
As you look around and take a couple steps in, the door closes behind you. Come on. Come here to this pool. She walks in front of you. She grabs you by the hand.
Oh, goodness. That's the bad arm. Please.
Come on.
Oh.
Get in my water.
Hold on. Do I see any water now?
Yeah, there's like pools of water. Like you're like in this cave and there's like deep pools. Come on, get in my waters if you don't want to end up like Curly Jefferson.
Who's Curly Jefferson?
He's the last man that turned into a ghoul. Look, I still got him up on my ceiling. You look up and there's like this kind of like skeleton.
Say no more. Lead the way.
So she leads you like 5 steps over to the closest pool. Go on. Strip. Get down to your skivvies. I want to see your downstairs mix up.
I just do it wordlessly. I don't make eye contact with her. Is it cold in here?
It's like a fine temperature. It's
Okay.
It's kind of musty, but it's like not the water is warm as you start to get in. Do you start to get in?
Yeah, I'll start to get in.
Yeah, it just feels like a warm pool. Good. Here, take this. She hands you a glass. Drink. Drink it, you lovely boy.
Can I make an Arcana check? I don't know much about medicine. But I know about magic.
Roll me an Arcana.
God.
So suspicious.
Wouldn't you be suspicious of this freaking 24.
This doesn't seem magical at all. When you look inside, it's like this creamy, like beige liquid with a couple cubes of ice.
Oh.
It smells sweet.
Like an Irish cream.
Sorry, you have to understand. You come here in a tutu. You tell me to strip down, and you give me something to drink, and the only proof I have is a skeleton on the ceiling. I am a bit apprehensive at the moment.
She goes and takes a long swig, and then hands you a different glass.
But now you handed me a different glass. How do I not know?
She goes over to the. Okay, fine. She takes a sip of the same glass, and then hands you the same glass.
Okay. If this is the last thing I do, I swear.
You drink it, and it's like a sweet alcohol. I usually drink it from a shoe. Helps to get the sweat.
It's quite good.
Yeah, I got more for you there, you mother liquor.
What?
Yeah. You want to see my colors? My watercolors?
Do you mean paint or do you mean... You know what? Yes.
We'll start to show you her paintings and stuff like that.
Okay.
Well,
Hey, is the pool necessary? Or was it just the drink?
this is me. Old Agmani.
Oh, God. What is that?
Old Agmani, closer up.
What are you wearing in this?
What? It's just my face.
Yes, but your shoulders are exposed.
My shoulders. You like to look at that, big boy? Do you love me?
No.
Cheers.
I don't know you. I'll have another swig.
Do you think you could learn to love me?
I don't... I believe I have other priorities at the moment.
You want me to heal your mother-licking arm?
Yes.
I'm gonna get in the pool with you. You're gonna see me. You're gonna know me.
Oh, goodness. I don't feel fear often.
Gonna see this thing. It's far gone. It's been a long time. You ain't got it looked at. You ain't got it looked at. But I see you. Let me touch you. She gets in the pool next to you. As her tutu lifts up, there's like a glowing light underneath the pool.
No, I don't.
She grabs your arm and she goes real close and she starts to sniff you. She whispers a few words. And it begins to glow. And you see the extended veins begin to recede. And the wound begins to knit. And the feverish feeling that had begun to come over you, and the kind of like, just exhaustion and almost like in the back of your mind, you almost sensed like an anger growing, which you could easily attribute to just being like wounded and sore and tired, but you knew there was potentially something more there. And that and even more, you can recognize it now as it recedes. You gotta stay here, you gotta rest, you gotta drink more Baileys.
More what?
More of this cream liqueur. It's good for you.
I will do as you say.
Sit here, maybe.
Can I take a closer look at her now that she's next to me in the pool?
Yeah.
Is she we talking Betty White? We talking
You talking
Queen Elizabeth? Crypt Keeper? What are we talking?
That's a good question. You know what?
Who's that other hot old woman?
No, not hot, but we're gonna talk the. No, I can't disrespect her. I can't. I don't know who the freaking like the actress from Matilda. I don't know the old lady from Matilda looking, but with a longer nose.
Old lady from Matilda.
Actually, no, not.
Oh,
not even.
Oh God, Miss Trunchbull.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But she's thick though.
Yeah.
She's like,
I mean-
she's like older than that. Like her at like 70, but like also like with a long crooked nose. And blue skin.
Go on.
Green seaweed hair. Tutu sports jacket, that's it.
A sports jacket. I will stay with you. You have healed me. You have saved me.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Now you can put it to good use. You go back there. You go back to that mountain. You get Ruckus out of there. You do Theo. You do your bosses proud.
You are knowledgeable. Do you know Ruckus personally?
Ruckus Pete.
Hmm?
Ruckus Pete. I'm a man who cleaned up them streets.
Clean up he did indeed.
Ruckus P and I go way back.
Do you expect gold for this? I do not have anything to pay you with.
Alicia took care of it. I got a tab running. Haven't had to use it in a long time, but back in the day, they sent a lot of boys my way.
Perhaps there is some other way. I do not like to leave my debts unsettled.
So
I'm
you
uncomfortable.
starts to slip off her
Her tutu.
sports jacket.
I slip it back. No, I'm
No.
some sort of.
Are you
work
refusing me
done
my
here?
answers? I'm a respectable lady. You know what? Take your Baileys and go. Splashes the water at you. Get out.
No, please wait. It's been a long time since I've felt the touch of a woman.
She looks back.
Oh boy.
I did not mean disrespect. I just am not ready yet.
You come back here. We don't want to see you right now, but maybe later you come back. Under different circumstances. We share a Bailey's, maybe from a shoe.
I would find that agreeable.
Go on now, get boy. Before I rip you. Before I tear you.
How does the old arm feel? Putting it through the jacket.
It feels fine, but as you wave it around, I want you to roll me another wisdom save.
Another one. 18 this time.
And as you're walking out of the shop, you get a flash, like kind of like rolling your arm. You get this flash, and you're no longer there, but you feel yourself kind of like floating, and you see the green liquid. And then all of a sudden, you're back.
What was in that Bailey's? Menu. I'll go towards the door and see if it opens. Yeah,
the door. You're already basically through the door. When you come back, you're through the door.
Okay. Yeah. Menu. I'll look at my passport to see if
your passport
see him.
Doesn't seem to be working properly as far as the map.
No. I'm all alone.
The map's there, but your friends are not on the map.
How far am I from Costifer Ironbeck's Emporium?
Walking, probably a few hours. And then you'd have to take like a shuttle bus to get to the Archmage's Academy.
I'll try and find civilization of some sort.
Well, you're in the Grove.
It's where we live.
You're in the same kind of like city where we live. It wouldn't take you long to get back to here.
Okay. I'll go home. Hell yeah, actually.
Yeah, it would be like maybe like
a,
you recognize where you are actually. It would be like a 20-minute walk.
Easy.
Yeah. Like walking one end of the Grove to the other is probably only like an hour. Maybe 2 if you take a long way. But yeah.
I'll go and try and figure out the pool while I wait for some sort of communication.
What do you mean the pool?
The frozen
pool.
Oh, okay. How did you attack that?
Finally.
Kind of like look and see if I can find something that would be hooked up to it and see if it's like clearly just off and he's been neglecting it, or if stuff looks broken.
Roll me either an investigation or a straight intelligence. I don't think that's different for you, but like, yeah.
Investigation or... Yeah, I'm not proficient. Almost an 18. 6.
So not 18. Okay.
Cocked for a sec.
Yeah, you have no fucking clue what's going on. It's a frozen pool, and you're just like, how do I heat this thing? You're like, no wonder he can't do it. Like, it's just an empty promise. It's impossible.
Wow. Brave of him to even attempt to fix this. A great undertaking indeed.
All right, and we're gonna go quickly to Ura and Rexford, as you kind of are like scratching your head like I just did, but at what's going on with this pool.
Okay, we just talk to the guards and see how they get up and down from the mountain. I'm sure this is something we should know, having been doing this for 10 years. Is it something we know?
Yes. No.
What?
Like how the guards get up and down from the Hardline Fortress. Like, do they always
throughout
walk?
I said last time, and I'll just reiterate. Like, throughout your tenure as military men working for the Greater New Roan Militia, you've never before had a mission that sent you to Hardline Keep.
Okay.
So this is your first time going to the keep, and you don't really know anything to do with linesmen. Linesmen are kind of like the people like that you see, and you're like, oh my god, what are they doing here? You know, like there must be something important going on for them to be here. They're not like as many as there used to be. You know, they're like more of like a
Special force.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. And I reiterate, we should definitely talk to the guards.
Yes. I'd avoid this paperwork somewhere else. Oh God, you linesman, buff lad.
My report, but all right.
Why waste our time with things that you've seen? I don't need to write it twice. Guardman, you, sir? Yes. Yes.
What can I do for you?
Spry lad. A way to get down from this cold keep.
Way to get down.
Yes.
Well, we linesmen have our own ways, but you can usually take the hike.
No, far too long. What's your way?
Well, you see, we got this little device here that's hooked up to it. I'm not even really supposed to be telling you this.
Oh, I like grab him, put my arm around him. I won't tell anyone. Look at me, I'm trustworthy. Besides, who knows? I might be able to do you something.
Roll me a persuasion.
No.
And if you can tell me what you're willing to give him, if you can like make it easy, I'll let you roll with advantage.
No, 26. I'm fine. Look at this suit. Of course, I mean business.
Yeah, you got a nice suit there. But my suit, well, it was enchanted by the royal star.
Well, this suit's enchanted by my good looks.
Basically, with this suit, I can go anywhere in New Roan.
Oh, well, can you take me and my lad here back? Where do you need to go, Ura? Back home? To Kostover? Maybe to Kostover. No, back home. I trust Brobot with my life. What could possibly go wrong? So, can you take us back to the Tranquil Grove? Villa alla Lipton? I'm sure you heard of it. Has a nice pool.
I'm on guard duty, and it doesn't allow me to take anybody with me.
Then why would you even mention it?
I said it was my way.
Well, take it off then.
No. That's
okay. All right. Well, we're essentially stuck here, Aura, it seems. Or maybe, hold on. Can I try the taxi man one more time?
Yes, you can.
God damn it.
I mean, we could just walk.
Leg magic? No. It's crazy. Oh, you son of a bitch. 11.
He answers.
Hello?
Oh, who's
Taximan?
this?
Yes,
hello?
This is Mr. Lipton. I gave you a quite generous tip. What are the chances of you coming down to the Hardline Keep? I'll pay double if you come and get us.
Hello?
Sir, do you hear me?
Hello?
Oh, God damn it. The Hardline Keep.
Hardline Keep? Dude,
yes.
Oh, that's freaking rad. I've never been there before.
Come.
All right, but okay. I'm coming, but I'm just on my lunch, so I'm gonna freaking just finish this shawarma I'm having, and then I'll be on my way.
Shawarma here, don't worry.
Well, I just got it, I just sat down, so
I assure you that shawarma is far worse than the shawarma that's here.
Don't worry, dude. I'm gonna have a freaking dinner on the way, and I'm gonna be ready for another shawarma. So there better be one when I get there. You know what I mean, dude?
I know what you mean. Hurry up! Hang up. Fuck! I hate that guy.
Is he a retainer of yours?
Yeah, a taximan from town. So
it wasn't clear. Is he coming?
I think he said something about a biff and shawarma.
So is that a no?
I think it was a yes.
So we just wait here.
It seems so. Maybe I'll go get some lunch in the time. Yes. Walk to go get some lunch.
I suppose so. While we're here. Do I know which squad is going to be assigned to come with us?
No. That hasn't been decided yet. They said it would take a few days.
Okay. I guess I've done my report. Yes, I suppose we can eat.
Splendid.
I don't really know this keep well, though. Do you know where we go eat? Is there even a place?
Sure, there's some sort of
lineman
calf.
You got just ate.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, we did. We got some lunch.
Yeah.
While I made my report, it's true.
I don't think I ate though.
Okay. So you go and you can go. You would know where the
in that case I
the
didn't
galley.
have to eat.
The lineman line cooks.
Yeah, you can go to the galley and you can grab some stew. As you're both walking down, I want you both to roll me a will save.
Is there some pita that I could put that stew in? Could I fake a shawarma?
No. You can't fake a shawarma with the stew.
And pita.
Where's the pita?
I'll make the pita.
How?
Do they have ingredients? Sure.
Flour and
Yeah.
Who are you asking this to?
You.
You're just devising this?
God, yeah.
You're in the kitchens. You're in the galley. The dude who hands you the shawarma, he's like got like.
Oh, there is shawarma.
You
You got me. It's a shawarma stew, goddammit. You got me.
Yeah. So garlic
It's a shawarma
forward.
stew. It's a shawarma. It's just in a bowl with like a creamy broth.
I'm
It's
sure
it's
this
made with Bailey's. Yes. The guy's a loose-skinned old lady. Would you like some shawarma?
everywhere.
It's made with Bailey's.
Yes,
Yeah.
It sounds terrible to have in a guardsman's quarters. Yeah, let's get drunk over lunch.
Yeah. It does sound bad. But there is like a bar in this place.
They take their armor. No teleporting while drinking.
No drinking and porting.
Yeah.
End up in somebody's house. End up between a wall.
Yeah, I'll grab two, one for me and one for the taxman. I'm like, I'm sure this will do. We didn't say what state the shawarma needs to be in, whether liquid or solid.
Yeah.
I mean, true.
So about 45 minutes go by, and then you see a bunch of guards kind of like rushing through the halls as you guys are like eating and talking.
Do we still need those wisdom saves?
Oh yes, please.
Okay. 22.
Beautiful.
21.
Beautiful. Both of you are floating in this green fluid. You can reach your hands out and you touch solid, kind of like circular, and you notice shapes moving beyond. And then you're flashed back into the Hardline keep next to each other at the same time. Both of you kind of like.
Oh, the secret to a good shawarma stew is really the level. Oh! Did you see that?
Oh, wait, but where were you? I was in some sort of vat.
Green essence. It's circular form. Was that real? You saw that? You saw that too?
I mean, if that's what you saw, I saw that too. But I don't know where it was.
Or what it was.
Not happy with all this green we're seeing. The
Oh,
correlation seems... I don't like it.
to the Grinches.
Yes.
Oh, wait, do we notice the commotion now too of all like the linemen?
Yeah.
Running?
Yeah.
Do they go to?
Do you think it's a taxi?
Do you think?
All of a sudden you get a ringing.
Oh
We should
yes.
find out.
Let's go. We rush to the entrance.
It's an unscheduled vehicle approaching a highly secure fortress.
Is this that secure? I guess you're right.
Yeah. As you come up onto the top, you see like a group of linesmen kind of like around surrounding something on the top of the platform.
And I make way, linesmen. This is my chauffeur. Jesus, this guy's jumping.
As you come in, you see the Aarakocra that you met pinned to the ground. His carpet kind of like crumpled and singed on the sides. And he's like, get off me! Get off me, dude! What the freak? I was called here, man!
Can I kind of daunting roar to kind of settle the situation a little bit?
You can.
Yes, and I will. Everyone just has to make a wisdom save of 13 or be frightened.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna like kind of. I'll roll it as like
Within 10 feet. I'll like push through the crowd up and just kind of like, excuse me.
So I'm gonna say everybody saves, but they all notice you and they all kind of like stop all the same.
Thank you. Now,
You
like
guys
I
all
was
pull them down, they
saying,
look up at you. Who the hell are you?
this is my chauffeur. I called him to get us a ride from this blasted keep. Now we have important work.
They let go and they kind of like uncuff him and kind of everybody starts to move away and everybody's grumbling. Next time, why don't you freaking let somebody know that you called somebody in here?
Next time, figure out a way to get people in and out of here easily. Now, we have important work. You people get ready for an important mission later. No more dilly-dallying. Had enough of this.
He just kind of like looks at you and heads off.
Taximan, let's go.
What the hell, dude?
Up.
I'm like
dust them
traumatized now, man. Like, that's crazy.
Well, didn't you say you had a biff or something to relax you and get you hungry? Here's your shawarma. Time to go. Chin up, lad.
Just kind of like pulls the shawarma, like looks at you. And then he kind of unruffles his singed carpet. You're gonna freaking pay for this, dude.
Yes, fair is fair. Whatever. We'll deal with it later. You also showed up 15 minutes late. We thought you weren't coming, so we extended our lunch.
I told you I was.
No, you didn't.
Gets on the carpet.
We get on too.
And where do you where do you want to go, dude? Just tell me where you want to go.
I think I'll open up the passport and be like, to meet up with Brobot and head home, Aura?
Your passport, the map is kind of like all fuzzy.
Oh.
Well, if we're meeting up with Brobot, that would be the Archmage's Academy.
Oh. I guess. Oh wait, what about Kumbo? Is Kumbo all right? I nearly
He
forgot.
went to the healer at Tranquil Grove, so that's close to home. We can meet up with him once we're on our way home.
You know what? Let's head back home. Maybe I could get that door back on before he gets back.
Okay, if that's what you wish.
Sure. And then we can maybe pore over some things, see who's coming with us on this mission. If we know anybody we trust to have our back.
They haven't told us which troop is coming with us.
But we could at least give our suggestions. We could get ahead of it, my boy. You know.
I don't think that's going to happen. But, I mean, no harm in trying, I suppose.
No harm in trying. Taximan? Tranquil Grove.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right, Tranquil Grove. That's fine. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Let's go. I need to go home anyway.
Wait, is that home, Tranquil Grove? I'm sorry.
Yes. Where specifically, dude? Like, you just want to go to the middle of the town center of the Grove?
Villa alla Lipton. Don't worry.
Oh,
yeah.
That kind of like dumpy place?
Yes, of course, that one.
All right, let's go. And you see he goes extra fast. Like, you guys are like actually like having trouble hanging on.
I'll send a message to Brobot. I'll be like, thank you on... Oh, wait, I can't. The pager only receives messages. Never mind.
I mean, you could try to call Brobot.
The passport does have a call function.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'll call Brobot on the way.
You notice that the call doesn't go through.
Oh. I'll leave a message. I'll be like, hello, your Broliness. Broman, the best. Brobot, my boy. I know everything went without a hitch. So we're heading back home, Ura and I. Hopefully Kumbo's okay. I'm sure he is. He's tough as nails. And maybe little breakfast. We catch up, regroup. Ah, yes. See you soon. Lovely.
It's like afternoon.
Oh, every time's a good time for breakfast.
All right.
You're saying this screaming over the rushing.
Every time's a good time for breakfast.
And I'm going to say it doesn't take you very long. It takes you guys like 45 minutes, 30 minutes to get to the Tranquil Grove. He kind of rips it on this like little thing. You're really hanging on for dear life. Yeah, you'll as he goes to land in front of Villa Lipton, you see Adete Okumbo standing outside.
Oh.
Outside where in front of the pool.
I don't think we beat him here.
I guess not.
But thank you. It's appreciated. You did got us here quickly.
Excellent flying, bird boy. Excellent flying.
Oh, it's Jack's Mobile. Known for their good service.
You'll be getting a call again soon. Don't worry. And you know, your carpet's a little singed. You should fix that up. And I walk over to Kumbo. Kumbo, my boy. How's the arm?
I show you the nice looking arm.
Not even a
Not
scar.
too bad.
Oh, not too bad. Did you get healed well? Was it a nice experience?
I would not say nice, but it was not terrible. It was interesting. Have you heard of what was her name? Yagveni? Or
No.
I don't believe I have.
Yagmani? No. She seems to be your type, Rixford.
My type. Somebody from old Rowan. Did she maybe know Pale Kim?
She was from somewhere old for sure. You should ask her. It's not but a 20-minute walk from here.
Maybe I will. It sounds like there's business in medicine.
Oh, some sort of business for sure. Or perhaps pleasure.
It's nice seeing you by the pool. Were you getting ready for a swim?
Is it possible
I was going
swim
to
there?
try. Does not seem possible. Rexford, I am sorry forever doubting you. This is impossible. It cannot be done.
Yes, well, sometimes you just need the Lipton touch for things to work. But I'm far too tired to do it now. I think we all need a little bit of rest. If you need me, I'll be in my office. And I go off into my office.
Ura, did Venu somehow meet up with you or something? He disappeared.
No, we were at the keep and we made a report. Then we came directly here from the services of Jack's Mobile. Apparently, he's Lipton Rexford's taxi service now. But we didn't see Venue on the way, and Robot went to go deliver the airship, right? So maybe he went there.
Perhaps it is quite far for us to go.
Oh, the healer was here, right? It's true.
Yes. Perhaps we wait. He does have a way of appearing out of the portals whenever he wants. So I should not worry about Robot.
Do you know where Venue usually goes?
Ooh. Do I know? That's a good question. Bernie, would I know where Venue goes when he disappears?
Well, usually he would go to his room, kind of like in the basement area, like his lab, or maybe he would go to the market, or maybe he would go somewhere in the grove. That's like, yeah. Do you guys, well, as a group, do you guys have any haunts? Like maybe like a pub that you guys haunt, or like, I don't know, maybe like the bowl.
Yo. I don't know. Ura, would you go to a pub?
I think he would, just wouldn't like splurge too much.
Mhm.
Like he wouldn't get drunk, but he'd have like a
Liddy.
blast.
Yeah.
It'd be controlled.
Thursday.
Thursdays. No, he would be here or he would be shopping. But he knew that I was in distress, and he did not even wait for us to talk to the healer before he left. It is strange behavior. And then I had a strange vision. Maybe it was a side effect of the poison, but something is off.
What sort of vision?
There was this green liquid that I was suspended in, only for a moment.
I had a vision like that too, and Rexford did as well.
Perhaps when you thought you saw something in there. I don't
Do you
know.
think maybe that spooked him?
Perhaps he is easily spooked.
Maybe he saw more than us, and he's investigating. Because that suspended place must be somewhere. Maybe he knows where to look.
Yes, where could it be?
Did you see anything else in the vision? Did I see anything else in the vision? Like any outside of the vat?
You saw figures moving.
Okay, but not anything recognizable.
No.
Okay. There were people around while I was suspended, but I wouldn't know where to start looking.
When we met Ruck, were there not containers of liquid?
There were containers, but I don't know if were they the same. Do you think they could
Character
be?
knowledge is failing me. I feel like there
Well-
were vats of liquid, and some of them were broken, but a couple of them had like liquid in them. Am I remembering that right?
Yeah, wasn't there like a corpse in one or something? Yeah.
Could it be? The very
They
vats
were
we saw?
greenish liquid, right?
They were indeed.
Okay, so it I guess it did look very similar to what we saw. Does that mean we were there before?
Or perhaps a part of us is kept there now.
But I'm all here. What do you mean a part of us is kept there?
I'll give you the look over to see.
As you guys are speaking about this, I want you to roll me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear.
Damn. Jogging the memories.
Oh, even better. 23.
Oh my goodness.
Wisdom's what I got going for me.
Beautiful.
12.
Okay. So a 12, you return to the vat. And this time you also are able to like kind of like touch the walls around you. But you can't see anything through yet. But with a 23, you see a hulking figure. And then you see the face of Venu Feroth, kind of like the shadow of like somebody's kind of like not profile, but like a bust, I guess. And then it like goes closer, and you just see through the green Venu's kind of like distinctive features.
What?
And then you're both flashed back.
Holy shit.
I saw another vision.
I did too. It was more of the same.
I was floating, This time, one of the figures approached, and I could swear it was Venu. He looked into the vat where I was suspended.
What?
And there was another figure, this huge individual. I couldn't recognize anything else, but I could swear that was Venu.
Ruckus is huge.
I mean, yes, but he's not the only huge individual. It would make sense. I mean, there were vats there. And we haven't seen any other vats similar to that.
Is your passport working as it should? Take yours out.
I'll check. Tranquil Grove, it does work in.
So the map is there. When you guys were at the Hardline, the map was all scraggly. Here the map works. You guys are there. All of you, the three of you, but Robots isn't, and neither is Benny's. They're like little dots.
We would normally see if they were outside of.
If they were outside, but it's possible that they like turned that off, but there hasn't been a reason to, necessarily before. You guys don't like spy on each other or anything weird like that.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
Keeping dibs on Rexford wherever he goes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Tabs, rather, not dibs.
Probably smart. Rexford's the only one who turns it off pretty consistently.
It's how the Teokumbo knows he comes back to doors each time.
Rexford was like, he's at the goddamn hardware store. Shout out to Gnome Depot.
Hey, the paladin levitation.
Something is very wrong.
So, we should see where they are on the map.
Yes. I could not see him before. I did not think much of it, but... And Robot, too. Curious.
Well, Venu was lost here. Robot was supposed to go to the Archmage's Academy to drop off the ship. Do you think we should talk to Rexford and go find them?
Ugh. He said he was tired. I do not like to talk to him when he is tired.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we could use his silver tongue.
He's quite grumpy, but perhaps there is some tea that can revitalize him.
That is more of his specialty, but maybe.
If you will allow me a moment, I will return. I would just like to check on something.
Sure.
At the door.
No.
What are you going to check on?
Venue's room.
Okay. So, yeah, you'll go downstairs to Venue's room. You open the door. There's his experiments everywhere. There's a closet that's kind of like has slow banging on it, and it says like no entry. Just on the other side of the door. But yeah, no Venue.
No green liquid.
No green liquid.
Okay. If he has like notes out, I'll just look through them quickly to see if he's been. I'm a little curious of like what kind of work he does with life and death stuff. So I'm just like, is he doing something? Is he trying to like make copies of us so if we die, go back in those bodies? Just, like,
there are bodies down there that you see. Most of them have like started the like embalming process and like things like that. But you don't see any bodies that like would look like you. You don't see any green vats down here. You don't see anything like that.
Okay.
But you can roll an investigation, but you're not like, yeah.
Ooh, natural 20.
You find
Total
the work that
20.
he's doing with the eggs from back in the day.
Of course.
You find them in their like tanks, like kind of like ready to go.
Incubation eggs.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, I'll leave it.
Yeah, incubator.
While he's going to go check, he leaves. I'm just gonna try and call Venue.
Yep. It doesn't work.
Okay. Not a ring or anything. Go straight to voicemail.
Exactly.
All right. I guess when he comes back, or if you're coming back directly. Or...
Yeah, I'll come right back.
Okay. As you guys kind of reconvene, and Rexford's in his office resting, I'm just gonna go back to Brobot if Brobot is ready. You are now outside of Costifer Ironbeak's shop, the Jackdaw.
Okay.
And as you walk in, there's nobody. You see kind of the front desk there, and then the giant, open, ever-continuing hangar. On the desk, there's a little bell. And there's a book behind it, and pan flips on the... and then there's 2 little chairs.
He's just gonna walk in and call for the Jackdaw. Just summon him.
So you shout out,
Yeah, I am looking
Jackdaw.
for
Jackdaw.
your Jackdaw.
Woo, woo, woo. And then he kind of comes hustling over, and he's got a human couple with him. Just excuse me, 1 second, sorry. You can look at these models. And then he kind of runs over to you guys.
What?
He was talking to the couple. Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Right, take my note of the Jackdaw. He's gonna whip out the notice given to him from the mage. Delivery for you, sir. I require a confirmation of receipt.
What the fuck? And then he looks back at the couple there. Those freaking magistrates are always up my ass. You're handing me a fine for 5,000 anyway. Where's the ship?
I will return the ship shortly, but I need confirmation of receipt prior to doing so.
Okay, confirmation of receipt that I got it in my hand. Okay. He goes over to he writes down his received, and he signs his name, and he puts the date and gives it to you.
I don't know if I really need that, but I'll take it. I'll stow it away. That's my receipt.
Right. I've got it.
Yes, it's safely docked. I will return it shortly, but we are still in need.
Well, where is it now? Why didn't you just bring it here?
I can't fly it here. I still need it. So, it's docked in a more secure, usable location. Can you register that by chance, just for whatever license? Where's the issue with
I'm not going to register before I sell it,
Why?
Because generally I don't rent them out.
I see. I appreciate you and your patronage.
I appreciate it. Well, wait. You're not returning? What are you here for if you're not here to return the ship?
To deliver that. And point at the...
You don't want your gold back for the ship?
I didn't say that. First off, it's Rexford's gold, and you'll have to speak with him.
Okay.
I prefer to, personally, I should be bringing the gold back to Rexford. That is my secondary objective after I've delivered this to you.
Okay. Yeah. So I need the ship. Where is it?
Ship is docked right now, so...
Okay.
I can bring it back. It's completely fine and entirely functional. So I am just going to need it for another task that I have to complete. And it was just easy because I was in the vicinity, so I thought I would just stop by. It seems like you're doing great. And he's going to point to the couple that clearly is totally hook, line, and sinker. You're doing well.
Thank you. Okay. Well, I guess just bring the ship back when you want the money.
You could give me the money now, though, and then I can bring the ship back later.
Roll me persuasion.
Why would I do that?
Because why not?
That wasn't the deal that we made.
Fuck. It was a 6. I went for it.
I don't want to do that at all. I think I'm going to keep all of this and
keep it until later.
Well, until you bring me back the ship.
Right, which is later.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else that you need me to deliver back to the magistrate? Or actually, would you like to... You know, I'll be back with your ship in a little bit.
Good. Okay, great. You could just hit, there's this button on the dash when you fly over my shop, and it'll open the dome.
For what?
For the hangar to land.
Got it. I knew that. I used that button.
Oh, great. Good, I'm glad. Okay. I'm going to go back to my clients. Thank you for your patronage. Yes, I guess.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Rexford appreciates it, as do I, and just walk out right after that.
Okay. So, where are you going from here?
And good question. I don't even know. And can I pull up my passport and see what's going on?
Yeah.
What do I see, if anything?
The map is fine. None of your friends are on the map currently.
Oh, that's quite weird. This is going to sound really dumb, but Robot's just going to green portal into the ground.
Okay.
And pop up next to Rexford.
You do. You pop up in the office next to Rexford.
Yeah, I'm actually doing the report. But like my hands like in my desk, and I'm thumbing like some old brass knuckles I used to have in the heyday.
Okay.
I'm just like, robot, Jesus! And I close the drawer real fast. Put away my hair grease.
But why are you startled? This happens every time.
I don't. I'm not used to people popping up next to me. Usually they're announced. Well, you did give me this pager. I don't know, Robot. It's been a long day. It's been stressful.
Well, the good news is, Sir Costifer is going to give you your money back once we return the ship, but we still have things to use the ship for, and I gotta get that. I gotta buff out some things I might need help with mending. So it's fine. How are you doing?
Not good, not good. I have this report. We have to go back and get the janitor, and I do not understand
get the janitor.
It's terrifying.
I want you both to roll me a wisdom save.
Oh. Oh, that's a 7.
Save?
Yes, please.
Wisdom save?
Sorry?
7.
A 7.
I got an 8.
No, an 8, nothing happens for you either, Robot.
Yes, as I was saying, we have to clean up a janitor, go back to that dangerous place. I'm afraid we'll exhaust you with all the teleporting. You know, you have aspirations of your own.
It was a lot of teleport. It was fun, though. It's been a while since I've had to do all of that. Why do we have to go back?
To retrieve him. They still have need, but I think he's dangerous.
Reinforcements.
I think you are right. There's something we can't trust about that behemoth.
Robot say that? I don't remember Robot saying that.
Anyway, at least urged me not to make him any angrier.
You say that out loud.
We're gaslighting. We're gaslighting. Get it? Okay.
Robot does not remember saying that.
Yeah. My memory banks are not coming up with anything. It must have happened.
Remind me to upgrade those. You also deserve your spoils. 2 things.
Oh, thank you so
But
much.
I do need you to take me somewhere first. We meet back up with the group, if that's quite all right.
Where are we going?
We need to go talk to Greasy.
I know who Greasy is.
Does Robot know who Greasy is?
I have you visited Greasy before in the last 10 years?
Yeah, multiple times. So, but it's always covert. We always do it sneakily. Yeah, Greasy is a man who can get pretty much anything. You know, you don't quite remember his name every time, but he he has a particular cadence that gets you so riled, gets everyone all riled up.
The one and only Greasy Jeeves.
Yes, good lad, good lad. He ran the trailer parks in Old Roan. Now, he's upgraded, baby. I think it's time we spoke with him.
Okay.
You know he's located in the Bardlight district.
Hardline.
Well, what is now Daiquiri Town.
You know what? Maybe let's get the lads. Maybe we have a night out of it while I talk to my friend.
I think that's a relatively good idea. We can do that. But where is everybody?
Last I saw Kumbo, he was by the pool trying to figure it out. And Ura was outside as well. Maybe I'll send everyone like a little message.
Yeah, you can message
on the
these
passports. Impossible.
No, you can message both of your party members who are standing outside. What are you guys discussing?
I think that we're discussing the new visions we just had.
Yeah. And then I was just gonna meet back up with you, Ura, and then we could go and see fucking Rexford.
Okay. So as you and Robot are sending the message, like you're typing up the message, Rexford, they kind of just walk in the door.
This is like throw my passport aside. Ura Kumbo! Yes, just the lads I wanted to see. Trip to the Bodlight District, blow a little steam. Maybe get some boots on the ground, see if there's any buzz.
We need to find Venue and Robot's here. Wait, we need to find Venue.
Maybe the pub that you guys frequent is Greasy Steve's Joint.
Oh, what's it called?
In the Bardlight District, in Daiquiri.
What's it called, baby?
I think it's just called Greasy's Joint.
The damp coaster.
Plain and simple. Everything's damp. They got your floppy steaks there.
Sloppy steaks on me.
But again, Vanu is missing.
Missing? He's not in his basement, tolling over bones?
No.
I tried calling him, it didn't work.
Well, I'm not worried. It's Venu. He's off to something scaly now and again.
But that's the thing. I saw him in a vision.
A vision?
Yes, you know the ones that we experienced at the fortress.
Yes.
With
the
bat
green
and everything. Yes.
Yes.
I had another one,
Mm-hmm.
and this time I saw a hulking figure, and then someone different approached, and when I saw their face, it was Venu. It must have been.
Brobot, have you seen something like this too?
I've only seen some green things blur my vision, but...
And Kumbo, you saw this as well?
No, I also saw what Robot said.
What is your instincts telling you, Ura? What do you think Venu's with a large individual?
I don't think. Well, I mean, it's clearly not now. It's not present because we're here in the present. So it wouldn't make any sense that he's there now.
What about the future?
Maybe the past.
Or maybe the past. All the options. Damn it.
Oh no, but I mean the present is out. The present is
Oh,
out.
2 options.
And I don't think I would see the future. I think maybe this is just a memory.
What are you saying?
I'm not computing.
I'm quite lost as well, my boy. You're going to have to lay it out for us.
I think at one point in time, we might have been suspended in vats like what we saw at Ruckus's place.
The green.
What?
Possibly.
In between.
Never last in there?
The feeling that the fact that we all had these similar flashes seemed to coincide with the fact that it's happened to all of us.
Or what if Venu is there now and they're doing something to us, and this Ruckus's immense power is connecting us to whatever god-awful corpse is in that vat right now?
Mm-hmm.
Why would we have come back to the same reality? if that was the
Magic.
case?
None of this ever makes sense. I have a bloody pool in an Arctic town.
Right, but that was a choice you made before this.
It was with the property.
Look, I hope Venu shows up before.
And he calls it a pool.
It can just be a skating rink. But we're supposed to go back in a couple days once they assign a troop to us.
Maybe we don't wait.
I mean, if we can get there quick, I suppose we can. But
Robot said he still has the ship.
here?
Well,
I thought you were supposed to
that's
bring it back.
small. I brought it close to back.
What? Did
Which is
something
where?
delay you?
Oh, right. I forgot to ask why you still have the ship.
I
And the gold. Hold on.
No, the gold is still with the cost of Earth. I did say that earlier.
Okay, that's fine, though. We still have the ship. Okay.
Yep.
Well, why couldn't you bring the ship back, though?
I just didn't.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
It's parked at the Archmage Academy, and the magistrate was pretty pissed because it's not licensed, but it's fine.
Well, they're always in a huff about something.
The Archmage's
The
Academy.
robes are on too tight.
I think the idea of robes is that they aren't tight.
Tell that to them.
Okay.
I suppose we could, but I guess that means that to get to our airship, we need to go to the Archmage's Academy.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's parked. I already paid the fine.
Beautiful. And I say we get a quick drink at the Bard Light District, bolster our spirits, and then we head off.
I could go for some oil. Yeah.
Yes. The finest, crudest oil for my friend Robot.
I mean, it's on the way, if you wish.
Ura? I mean, Kumbo?
Yes, I did just say that.
Yes, you did. You did. I said, "Hoorah!"
I see.
Lead the way.
Yeah.
Rexford, lead the way.
You know,
Where are we headed tonight?
Ooh, Robot to the greasy joint.
can't just portal us
Again.
there, but I will lead the way.
Beautiful.
All right. You guys head off to the greasy joint. It'll take you guys are going by foot. Are you going to try and get another cab, or are you going to try and call your cabbie?
I feel like I've done too much damage. How far is it by foot?
It's going to be about 4 hours walking.
Holy shit.
Christ.
That's a long
You
time.
see who's the Luton that you hate?
Oh, Robbie Chillin.
Free?
Yeah, no, Robbie Chillins. He comes around the corner with like a two reindeer sleigh that fits like 5.
Robbie, my favorite tenant.
Like, hey guys, where you
Hey,
going? Do you need a lift?
Absolutely, please.
I
to
just
the
got
greasy
this. It's
joint.
brand new.
Oh, and it shows. Brown new like you. Amazing. Yes, to the greasy joint.
Whoa, you're going all the way to Daiquiri Town?
Yeah, and you're joining us.
Oh, okay. Well, they're gonna need some feed.
Yes. I'm sure there's feed there.
Okay. All right, let's go. Hop in, guys. I'll play my tunes. You know, I'm actually in a band.
Oh God,
Are you?
they're fantastic.
We're called the Spearmint Sisters. And he turns on their like a little radio and it starts playing his music.
You're already on the radio. That's impressive.
Oh no, this is a mixtape.
Well, I suppose let's give it a listen.
Yeah.
You have no choice as you guys take off and head towards Daiquiri Town. It's like a nice ride. It cuts the time in half.
2-hour ride.
2 hours listening to his mixtape.
Yeah. And like he's like you get through the whole thing in 30 minutes and he's like, we're gonna listen to it again.
Oh,
And as you guys are
Oh,
on
lovely.
the ride, about halfway through, I want you all to roll me
the
a
Constitution.
wisdom
What's going
save!
on here?
Well, that was gonna be a constitution for listening to his music.
I mean, you can do that as well.
Ooh, that's an
5.
8.
5?
Yeah.
That's nothing.
I got 8. That's nothing.
Come on, Brobot.
Am I rolling? Sorry.
With
Bro,
save.
hero.
No rep.
Another one?
Yeah.
Another
Another
one.
one.
20.
Oh,
Oh.
I like that.
Okay, so what did Sheems, what did you get?
16.
Beautiful. So you're as with the 16, you're back in the tube and you see beyond the shapes kind of moving to and fro, like kind of like but it's mostly just the shape that you can now recognize as venue. Do you want to try and do anything?
So just to confirm, Venue is not the hulking shape.
No, he's not the hulking shape. He's a different shape. You can't see the hulking shape anymore, but you see Venue going back and forth.
Can I make out any sounds? Like, is there any voices being okay?
It's like underwater, but even more dampening because of how viscous this stuff is.
Okay. And do I recognize anything outside?
You see shapes of tubes.
Other tubes. Do I see movement in the tubes?
No, you can't discern.
Can't discern. Okay. But no other like discerning features of the room itself.
No. And with a natural 20, I'm going to say you, Brobot, can see Venue. You see him talking with Ruckus P. You don't know what they're saying. And you personally feel an attack on your magic in this point, like almost like a drain, like you almost like are exhausted in this fluid, more so than maybe the others. Not that you would know that. You yourself in the tube, is there anything you would like to do with a 20? You can tell you're like in this kind of vat, like they said, like this tube full of this green.
Is Brobot aware of it being is it a mental state, or is it literally like physically he could tell this is real?
It feels real to you in this moment. It feels like you're really...
All right, then he's gonna try and break out of the tube.
Okay. Roll me an attack. You can just punch the tube. just roll me damage, basically.
I'm
going
unarmed
to say
or with his gauntlets?
What are you doing, by the way?
As if he's punching it, is it unarmed or with his gauntlets that are always on?
You can punch with your gauntlets. Well, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I think he'd punch with his gauntlets to get out.
Okay.
So 8.
You punch with your gauntlets, 8 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you hit the glass and you see it kind of, and then we're gonna go back. You kind of like both you and Ura flash back to quote unquote reality. As now the lines kind of feel blurred.
Why does that keep happening?
What happened?
You saw that?
I was in the tube again.
There was more than green. There was more than just green. Yeah, there were two.
Ben
And Benny was talking to Ruckus.
Yes,
and
Benny.
Yeah, he was there. They're talking. And does Robot feel drained now?
No.
Or just in that moment?
Just in that moment.
Yeah, and that tube was draining me of all of I almost had to go into sleep into power down mode. That was I tried to break out, but I couldn't. I did damage the tube though. If I go back.
You tried to break free?
You're stuck in the tube.
Wait, you had agency over the vision?
Yeah, I couldn't move. I
did not have one.
I did not have one either. We were talking and you guys blanked out for a second. And
that happens from time to time.
I mean, that does happen when I drone on too much with you, Robot. But I mean, I just assume you're listening very attentively.
Always. No, this time it was different. It felt. I mean, something is happening. I feel like. Penny's talking to Ruckus. We need to go back to Ruckus quickly. I feel like part of me is trapped.
Just in case another vision happens quickly, if it does happen again, please make sure to look and see if you can see the cracks that you made in the glass. If we are returning to the same moment or moments later in the same time span, or if this is simply a trick of the mind, it might help us to figure out.
Good idea, Ura. I mean, a Kumbo, my God.
You're mixing everybody up.
You've already drank.
Have you had your tea?
No. So concerned.
Gotta get to Greasy's.
Needs a pick-me-up.
I do.
And you guys arrive in front of Greasy's just a few minutes later.
Thank you for the lift.
Oh, no problem. I'm coming in with you guys. I thought we were hanging out.
Yes.
Of course.
Hanging out.
Thank you
it's
for
cool to be friends with your neighbors.
It's great, and I'll like grab the others and be like, he has the vehicle for the moment, so let's treat him with the utmost respect until we get to everywhere we need to go. Yes, Mr. Chillers, we love you. We should always hang out.
Treat him with respect, anyways.
Right?
This Humphrey spy, my gorgeous neighbor, tenant, even.
I feel like that's a downgrade.
Not for me.
So you guys walk into Greasy's arm in arm.
Yes, you guys get a table. I'll be back, and I'll go to the back.
It's bustling in Greasy's. People of all shapes and sizes moving, talking, mingling, drinking, playing. There's darts, there's chess games going on, card games. It's like you see that it's like a big hall with a bar, and then there's 4 stories, but the 4 stories are kind of like just balconies all around, so it's like open all in the middle. And there's like a fountain in the middle.
As soon as we get in the crowd, can I stealth
And can I just say, what's
disappear.
cool is when you get into Daiquiri Town, it's like this small little like fishing village, and then there's like caverns kind of that open into the ice, and you kind of like descend down this like spiraling ramp, and then you get into this like huge like open cave that just like the lights from the cracks in the ice are kind of like beaming through, and they reflect off of like different surfaces, because all of the roofs of the house of the buildings are kind of like shiny, and a lot of them are built out of the ice and into the ice. And so it's kind of like this like huge crystal cavern, like when you descend into the true Daiquiri Town. And of course, as you go in, there's like buskers everywhere, mimes, people telling jokes on street corners, and like breathing fire, and people doing like back alley trades. And there's all these like neon lights and everything. It looks like the Vegas Strip basically, but underneath, inside a cavern of ice.
Is Venu here? I'm gonna like scan the crowd.
You absolutely cannot find Venu out of the crowd.
Okay.
There's definitely dragon boards that you like might be like, oh, is that a black dragonborn? Wait, no, he's way too big. Like he's like not in a cloak, he's in armor, or this guy he's just like a like a regular Joe. You know what I mean?
Like glancing at the passport too to see if like his dot pops up.
It does not, or it has not.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he's here either. Do you think what Prabhat was saying about not being actual reality? I think that's possible.
It seems as though anything could be possible at this moment.
Okay. I guess while we're here, a drink. What's the dude's name that we just got left with?
Robbie.
Robbie, yeah.
Chillers. Yeah.
Robbie Chillers.
Yeah, as soon as we get into the crowd, can I like stealth and kind of like disappear from the group?
Roll me a stealth, and everybody else who wants to try and like keep track of him can roll me an insight.
Nah.
I'm looking for Venue. Yeah.
Ooh, 25.
Okay, yeah, you're gone.
Okay, well, can I do investigation instead?
Yeah.
So drinks.
Perception. You can do perception as well.
Do you think Rexford still has a tab?
They're so bad.
Okay.
I mean, we can open it anyways.
You could.
Fair is fair.
The sneezes are getting me. So you guys head over to the bar?
Yeah. Get some drinks and get a table.
Yeah, there's an orcish bartender. He's kind of just like wiping down glasses.
Are we actually regulars here, or?
Yeah, we can say regulars.
Would we know this bartender, or is he new?
Yeah, we can say his name is Galrush.
Galrush. Okay. Gal, how's it going? Doing well.
Yeah, it's busy. Busy day today. With all the celebration from Valentina being dragged in, people are kind of really, it's good for tips. Anyway.
A momentous occasion, for sure.
Regulars?
Can we have a round, please, on Rexford's tab?
Yeah, you all want your usuals?
Please.
Perfect. What kind of drinks do you guys normally order?
Oil.
Question.
Hot or cold? A steaming mug of hot oil bubbling.
Let's go.
Is set in front of you.
350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Very hot.
I want
Goes
something.
over a corner. He gets his cup and goes to a corner.
Okay.
Wait, Robot.
The sun.
Could you find us a table, please?
The robot goes to find a table.
Yeah, roll me a perception, robot.
What would?
17.
I want the equivalent of
You
absinthe.
see a table. You see like a corner booth that people are vacating just as as you spot it, and you're able to swoop in right before another group.
Now, I want him to portal into that spot.
Exactly, perfect. Yeah, you portal into the spot just as like another group is coming. And they're like, "What the fuck?"
I was here first.
Yeah. Bullshit. He literally looks
He's
at
gonna
you.
wiggle his robot ass,
Eh?
like in the chair, in the booth, and just be like, "Yeah,
So
my spot.
comfy.
I'm supported."
He's kind of gonna look at you and go, "You better get out of that seat." This guy's just like he's like an elf with like dark hair, kind of like covering one eye. He's got another two elf guys with him, and then his girl, who's kind of like on his arm. You were here. You saw it. You just poured it in here.
You were here.
Jerk.
Second. I'm pretty sure it's a finders keepers, and I was here.
It's kind of like looking at you, like squaring up with you. Just as that's happening, what did the rest of you order to drink?
What's the strongest thing they have?
They have like an absinthe.
Shit.
Yeah.
No Baileys?
That green
Literally,
thing.
He's too traumatized by the Baileys.
He slams the absinthe down. It's like this. It is a vibrant green drink, and they just call it the green fairy.
The green again. Oh no.
Do I get the whole like sugar cube, fucking water thing? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he gives you the whole deal.
Honestly,
that's
I think
that's your usual. That's what we're saying. If you
heavy
get
drinker.
Just needs one.
Perfect.
Good for the night.
Just a
honestly,
little.
It's no Henny Bee, but you know.
No, it's not. Rexford, what do you get? Do you get Henny Bee?
Oh no, I'm not with them at the bar. I'm
right.
disappeared. I want to go to our little like meeting room. I'm sure there's one, like a small office of sorts that I have access
That
to.
would be Greasy's office on the 3rd floor.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, Sheems, what does Ura usually get?
Honestly, like a honeyed whiskey or a mapled whiskey sounds.
We're gonna say honeybee, 100%.
Right.
A nice tall glass of beautiful
a tall glass of honey. Oh damn! I thought it'd be like a tumbler or something. No, a tall glass.
No, it's a tall glass and it's honeycomb. It's
Okay.
actually, he gives you in like an overly large, real piece of honeycomb that you can chew.
Yeah, the top shelf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Galrash. I think Robot found us a table.
Yeah, I'll send Peggy over there.
Appreciate it as always.
Yeah, so
walk over.
He immediately starts serving other people. Like as he was talking to you, he was like pouring drinks for somebody else. Yeah, so you guys walk over and join Brobot at the table.
Yeah. Robbie, fine, get a drink and join us after.
As you approach, you notice these kind of like this group of 4 kind of like staring Brobot down. Brobot's just kind of like sitting at the table, like looking up at them. And this guy and his girl, he's like leaning over the table. He's got his girl, like his arm over his girl. And you can tell by just the vibe that it's confrontational.
But like if Robot's
not in it. What? He's just totally. He's like, this is my table. He's not like meeting the.
Yeah, you're not aggressive either. You're not You're not rising. But he's clearly like leaning over and he's talking. He's like, "You better get out of this table. We were here first. You teleported in here like a jerk."
You weren't here first. I was here first. That's why I'm here.
Listen, this might get ugly if this keeps on. You know who my father is?
Okay, that is enough.
Gentlemen, can we help you?
What? Who are you guys?
You know the Kermit meme where he's just like, "That's none of my business." That's Robot with his oil right now.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Would you like to sit with us?
Coming to our table, yes.
Who the heck are you guys?
What does it
well,
matter?
I'm Ura. You are?
I'm Jax.
I'm Jax Mobile.
That's rock and roll.
The girlfriend?
Sylvie.
Rosie?
Sylvie.
Sylvie.
You're welcome to join us if there is room.
Is there room? Or are you offering a room that isn't there?
Why would I join a bunch of old fogies like you guys?
Well,
As you're closer to them, you notice that they have like these like kind of like tattoos of like snowflakes kind of like rising up, and the other ones have like candy canes on their arms and stuff like that.
is that supposed to mean something to us?
You guys in your militia gear.
Is that a problem?
I can't believe that this Luton's even hanging around you guys. You guys are betraying your own species. It's crazy. And then Robbie's like, these are my friends and my neighbors. I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Well, how is Robbie?
Not that political right now. We're just trying to hang out. You know, it's okay. I was forced to come here, but these Luton government just takes and takes from them. What do they get in return?
Well, do you know?
They get the shaft.
So you're making it better for them. That's a noble pursuit. What have you been doing to help in this endeavor?
What do you mean? We're fighting the good fight.
How?
We're protesting. You'll see.
Okay. I look forward to it.
Whatever.
Do you want a drink?
They kind of just like rush off.
I guess not.
Let's blow this place.
It's getting worse, Ura. These relations with the Luton.
I mean, Robbie, is it that bad? Are the Luton that unhappy?
Well, and he kind of like takes a seat. Well, a lot changed when you guys came around, you know?
True.
Like, there was never any crime before. Like, it just didn't exist. And now there's like crime and drugs, sex. I've seen so much.
I assumed the third thing would have happened for you to reproduce, but...
Yeah, but not in the same kind of...
That's fair, that's fair.
I've seen things here.
Oh.
Amazing things, but scary.
Amazing.
I understand.
Terrifying.
You know, there's like a lot of things that have just been like introduced to us kind of all of a sudden, and we were kind of isolated for a long time, so it's kind of like shock. And also, it's like our woods aren't our woods anymore, and we can't like fish as freely, and it's like people are everywhere, and you know, we didn't necessarily sign up for this, but like we believe in Chris, and we believe it's a good thing to help people, but it's kind of just a touchy subject, you know?
No, that's fair. It's
I think not everybody's bad, and I don't think people are trying. I think we're doing the best we can to make it work, but people aren't
gonna necessarily be satisfied with that. I just try to do my best.
That's all you can do.
Huh,
Look, you have a band and you're doing well.
huh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're Humphrey's right hand, aren't you?
No.
No.
No, I just work at the toy shop.
That is
Oh,
more
so
of Rexford's dribbling.
Yeah, Rexford seems to think that you're
He keeps
invaluable
saying
to
that.
them.
I'm like, yeah, I know Humphrey because he's a Luton, and he's like, but like, I don't know. He keeps going on about me being a spy. I think it's like I thought it's just a joke. Cause like, he's pretty nice as far as being a landlord, you know.
Oh, that's fair.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
a little bit of a draft in my place because Kumbo, you keep tearing your door down, but that, like it's okay.
Wait, how does his door affect your place?
Well, there's kind of like cracks in the floors.
That
So
is
it's kind
not
of
my
Oh.
fault.
That one perfect niche.
That is. Wait, do you live above me this whole time?
I live below you.
Oh.
I hear you sometimes at night.
Oh.
Oh,
Did you say you built a fire pit too in your floor?
Yes, you should be. You should be sweating.
It's hot, yeah.
it's a sauna, actually.
It's crazy because sometimes you're not home and the draft is really bad, and then you're home and it's like roasting hot. It's crazy, actually.
Well, why didn't you say something before? I had no idea.
Well, I didn't want to bother you.
Oh,
Now I kind of get why it was so easy for people to just take over here.
Yes.
Huh?
You're a very nice and accommodating fellow, but you should speak up. Kumbo didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. In real
Yeah.
life.
Well, I wouldn't want to bother anybody.
It's not a bother, is it, Kumbo?
No. I will speak to Rexford about the door.
Maybe the
Fire pit?
Yes.
Let's start with the door.
And it's burning a hole actually through the ceiling.
Could I come over tonight?
Is this you're too big.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, your
What?
ceiling is low? Oh. I just want to inspect the damage I've caused, so I know how to
Sorry.
better help you.
This
What?
drink's big, and you see he has like this huge like candy cane glass. It's like one of those like like you
Like
sip
a
it out of a
boot.
straw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get it from Vegas. It's like a huge like little tiny tube, but it's all candy cane. He's like sipping it.
Later, I will come and fix this. Let us drink, right? To the good of Roan and the mingling of Lutins and of others. Did you really only have... cheers.
Thank you, Peggy.
Cheers, yeah. Peggy is like a beautiful little like tabaxi. She's like, if you're a furry, then like this is your wet dream. And she comes and she brings you like this tray, and she's like, "Here, guys, on the house." And she brings you like a bunch of like, you know, like she brings you all fish and chips
Oh.
That's very much appreciated. Thank you.
with an aioli for the table.
Oh, an aioli. Oh, damn. Always taking such good care of us.
No problem, boys. She heads off. You see somebody like slaps her ass, and she like slashes the dude in the face with her claws and leaves him like screaming on the floor.
You'd think
friend.
they would learn.
His friends drag him out.
They
It's
never
not.
do.
This joint's greasy.
She goes, "That's the fourth time I've carved his face this week."
I think he likes it. Right, so, Tell us, Robbie. How goes your bed?
Is there anywhere that Robot can make consistent or? I mean, Robot has an idea as to why Rexford is here. So can I like just scan to see if I catch a whiff of Rexford somewhere?
Yes. Roll me a perception.
Yes.
Unless you want to get up and go look for him, in which case you can roll me an investigation or a survival.
Oh, my perception was 16.
Okay. You can't see him, but how should I? You know he's not on this floor with a perception 16.
Okay.
And roll me an insight. And you know him.
19.
Okay.
Ooh.
You think he's probably gone up to the office on the 3rd floor that Greasy usually stays in.
Okay. Yeah, so as I guess Ura is trying to talk to Robbie, Robot is gonna be like, Kumbo, I secured you the table. I am going to now find my secluded corner and enjoy my oil, as I do not enjoy indulging while you're all around me. So just get up.
Could I not convince you to stay?
Why do you need me to stay? My oil is quite hot and perfectly temperatured. I would like to get to it. It's like tea, but for me. You don't understand.
We have just gone through something traumatic together. It would be a good group bonding experience for us to.
Technically, you didn't experience that as well as I did.
No, the whole thing we just did. I was bitten. We had a timer counting down on your display for my demise. It was quite stressful.
Is the timer still going? Are we past that?
The time is done. The time is passed.
Minus an hour.
I was saying, is it minus 36 hours or something?
You're dead.
Oh, yes. I forgot. You're supposed to be dead.
Actually, as you guys are talking, just at that moment, beep, 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 beep.
Oh, you've done well.
Actually, no, it wouldn't have been time yet because it's 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah.
I'll move out of the booth. You're free to leave, of course, but as commander of this group, I think it is a good bonding experience.
Pulling the rank.
Oh, wow. This guy. If you could see his servos working, you would. It does not compute. Okay, well, I guess to at least make a show of it, Robot is going to turn his back, quickly like drink like or have a gulp of oil, and then turn around again and be like, "Okay, I'll stay." But you can tell it he's trying to make his case.
Okay.
I'll put a hand on your shoulder. Maybe next time. It's okay.
So as this exchange happens, I want to quickly go upstairs to Rexford.
Oh, yes. I imagine like on the 1st floor, there's like a little panel. You like switch, and there's like a little lift that goes up to the offices.
Sure.
Is Greasy there at the moment?
He's in his office.
Oh, beautiful. I walk in. I just go, Greasy. And then I hit the little switch that drops the little heavy bag that we keep in there.
Okay.
I take off my suit. I put it on the hook. And I just start wailing into it. And then on the last one, I'm going to burn a divine smite and fucking beam into it. And just,
Lipton. Been a while since I seen you this riled up.
Mr. Jeeves, it's nice to see you, Greasy. And I go and I give him a big hug. It's been a long time.
Brother!
My man. You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
And I sit in like the lounge chair, spark up a cigar.
Yeah.
Greasy, this army thing, I thought you suggested it was a good idea because it was voluntary. I would do some paperwork, look good, make a little money, and they wouldn't make me do things.
Come on. You know we got big plans.
I know.
We gotta be on the up and up. You're my way in.
I know, but
You're the
it's
face of this organization.
so hard being good.
Hey.
You know what I would give to grease back my hair?
Greasy's hair is like all slicked back.
Yeah. Oh, it's making me jealous. You know what I would do to grease back my hair?
You
Find that beard, that bird with the ships and snap his neck and take the rest of the gold. Oh.
Hey, I said you were.
I know, I was. I was thinking about it. I wouldn't think about it.
You know the deal. Come on.
I know. I'm really trying to rearrange my Q zone.
Listen, you're a star, baby. You're a star. I always said you were a star.
I know. Greasy, listen. We got a mission to save the janitor.
Ruckus P.
Yes. I knew you were fond of him. I understood it because he was gorgeous, but he was a wild card.
Yeah.
But we're set to retrieve him, Greasy.
Good. The city needs him.
Yes,
especially with this Valentina business.
It's complicated. I think I need a favor.
Tell me.
Firepower and protection for the lads.
Yeah, all right. I'll see what I can do.
Wait, you have to bird dog quick. We're leaving today. The lads are here for drinks. I came up for a visit. Whatever you have on hand, I'll take, but we need to go. It's getting serious.
I can get it to you tonight, okay? I'll deliver it. I'll have it delivered to the villa.
Perfect. Also, maybe information. See what you see around town. Anybody who knows anything about a green, viscous liquid
What?
that maybe could use for graduated cylinders or some sciencey shit.
You gotta give me more than that.
That's all I know.
Oh.
We went into the cave. There was some sort of laboratory. Things
what are you talking about?
When we found the janitor.
Wait, you already found him? I thought you were going to find him.
No, we're going back. They're making us go back. We found him.
You're not making any sense, Rex.
None of this makes any sense, but I need you to follow me, baby.
All right. I mean, I'm trying.
We found the janitor in a bubble. I called him Bubble Boy. He got mad, but there was a laboratory with things and cadaver maybe floating in a green liquid. He had a crown on.
The
He
cadaver
controlled the ghouls. There was a lot.
I can't follow you, but
wait, hold on.
Messed up. It really does sound messed up, Rex.
I'm like, message, Brobot, I need your help.
That message does go through.
And I go back. Listen, either way, look around town. It's going to be weird, but anybody who knows anything about a weird green liquid that would be used for research.
And as you say green liquid, I want everybody to roll me another wisdom saving throw.
Confirm though. Rexford just walked in, stripped down, and started boxing.
He just took his jacket off, but yeah.
Okay. I took his
19.
suit off, and I was like, took the whole suit.
Disrobe everything. Loosen up the tie.
I should have made you punch the bag behind you as a display.
8.
8?
19.
Okay, 8, you get nothing. 19, shy, yes.
25.
Fucking James. Okay, beautiful, Ura. And Mr. Editeo Kumbo.
Sorry?
Wisdom save, sir.
Wisdom again? Oh, that's a 7.
Okay, so nothing for you.
My brother.
So, Shy, you're back in the vat. The cracks are still there. You don't see any movement around you.
Practice, so there no movement. So like even if I look around, there's no
movement. You can do another action if you want.
Yeah, I'll punch the glass again.
Okay, give me just the damage.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Beautiful. With 7 damage, the crack expands and there's like a hole that bursts, and you can see the goo kind of flowing out, and then you snap back with your friends. Sheems, at this juncture, you have succeeded the will save 4 times. You awaken in the vat to Venue standing over you, kind of like the liquid has gone down. You're kind of like at the bottom of the vat now, and Venue is over you. Says, "Quickly, come."
Me?
He's holding his hand down to you.
Okay.
We need to get this.
Do I feel like myself? Do I have any strength in my body? Like,
you are naked. You feel weak, but you feel like yourself.
Okay, but I feel like I can move now. Like,
yes.
Okay, yeah. I'll reach up and have him pull me up and out, I suppose.
Beautiful. That's where we're going to end the session for Ura for tonight. The rest of you, as you guys snap back, Ura is gone.
Gone, like it's out of it. Oh, robot, you can wait.
Hey, what did you say about robot?
Did you? What? I go look.
Robot's just gone, and he was just sitting next to robot.
Did his glass drop? Like, is it?
I don't know. Was your glass on the table, or were you holding it in your hand?
I don't think it would be something that he'd be holding constantly in his hand. It'd be like a sip, he'd put it down.
Yeah. So we can say you were like mid-sip, and it would have just fallen, yeah.
What the fuck?
My fish and chips.
Unfinished.
You didn't teleport him, did you? Robot?
Oh, no.
Where's Rexford?
Rexford is busy. But I punched the trucks were there. I punched the glass.
Oh, you had a vision.
Yeah,
and
the
cracks were there. I did not see anything. What is going on? We need Rexford. We are dropping like flies.
One of us dropping flies.
Robot.
Do you want me to just teleport to him now? we're in the bar. I don't want to just teleport. I had to procure this table. I'm not taking fucking Robbie with me.
Peace, Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie's kind of like, what's going on? Where did Ura go? Oh, wait, that's not his voice. What's going on? Where did Ura go?
Dropped it
See you
off.
back at home, Robbie.
So easy. I can track.
It's free fall into the portal.
Pop up next to me. Oh my god, robot!
And the oil spilled everywhere. I am depressed.
Not the oil.
Robot, why are you here? What's going on?
I had a vision. Ura's gone.
Ura's
My
what?
glass is broken. Gone.
Fuck.
Robot, good to see you. It's me, Gracie.
Hey. How you doing, Gracie? What's going on?
Just running the bar, doing a lot of
Guys, Ura is gone! I knock
Okay.
everything off of Greasy's table.
Rexford, you sly dog, you.
Now is not the time for pleasantries.
You see the
Ura's
desk.
missing.
The desk glows and everything kind of immediately goes back by itself.
Oh, I need to get. Why did you give me one of these? Never mind. Do you have an inkling on where Ura went? Where?
Who are you asking? I don't know.
Brobot.
Ura, I don't know. I haven't seen Ura.
Where's Kumbo?
Yes.
Did you let me through the
We
portal?
know
or did
he's
you...
no. You're with you. Keep. We
Okay.
both fell. I pulled him with me.
You fell through the portal. She opened the portal, but beneath even the portion of the table and the stools you were in kind of fell through the portal.
But specifically without Robbie, like the portal was made so he can't join.
Yeah, okay, so Robbie is not
looking over the edge.
Robot. You ruined some of the tables.
Sorry,
Enough about
it was
tables.
important.
I don't want to hear any more about tables. Our friend is
doors.
gone.
Tables.
I don't know how to hear any more about
Tables is an important job by tables.
He is right. Tables are his livelihood, but never mind. Sorry.
Why? How? I love it.
He's
At least the
patrons at the
table didn't
tables. It
leave
makes
me.
him the gold.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ura's missing.
Yes, and
Do you know
Robot
what this
had a
means?
vision.
If we can't find Ura, I have to do his end of the paperwork. He can't be missing. Don't understand. This is terrible. This is terrible.
Rexford,
We need to
it's-
find him.
it's worse that wait, no. Then you suddenly disappeared, and I had a vision. And now Robot had a vision at the same time that Ura disappeared. They are
I didn't see
obviously
anything.
connected. I don't know why you are having visions and I am not.
Maybe we're
want
too
you to
gorgeous
leave.
to have visions.
That can't be.
It could
Wait.
be.
You're right. If Ura was taken first. No, Venue was taken first. It's
He's
impossible.
the ugliest.
Exactly.
Damn. Can't let here
What?
defend himself.
He's a lizard man. Look at him. Dragon, scaly,
He's a
shivering
lizard
all the
man.
time. Nothing but sinew and bones.
If only Rexford, you were taken first.
If
Then-
only, then Brobot could teleport to me.
Exactly. Yes, that is why I said that.
I know. Just
Hmm.
ship. We need to check out this ruckus. Greasy, I need the most dangerous thing you have in your office.
Okay. Here. Ruckus might actually remember this one.
Oh my God, it's not.
A blunderbuss.
No, no,
The best.
Betsy written on the side of it. Oh,
Mhm.
no, Greasy, you didn't.
I rebuilt it, actually.
Oh,
It's a
I get to
remodel,
kiss
but-
you. In fact, I will, and I give him a kiss. Ah,
He passionately embraces you.
so greasy, so lovely.
Ah.
And I drop him to the floor. I take the blunderbuss, put it on my shoulder. We need to go find Uro as fast as possible, and I think he's at Ruckus.
It's what? With
By
Ruckus?
Ruckus.
Okay, back to the ship then. Stay close. I'll kick the door open.
This time, you'll all survive.
Why do you hate doors so much?
the new and improved door stunner.
Oh, set him up and knock him down. Run if we can.
All right. Well, as you guys leave Greasy's joint, I'm going to say that's where we're going to end our session for this night. So thank you
Very
so
nice.
much for playing. Thank you everyone for watching. You can find this episode and past episodes on YouTube. You can find us here on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday. My campaign is on Thursdays, Champs Challenge, and then there's often a rotating campaigns on Tuesdays, notably Chittering Woods, run by Shadim. And we're on all the socials like Instagram and X and TikTok and all the other ones. So yeah, come and see us again. And we're Hexagon. You're trash, okay?
Peace.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Eh.